Are we good to roll? We're good? All right, we're good. All right, sorry. It looked like we were having technical difficulties, but I really don't know what's going on. I just know we're live and rolling. Anyways, distracted, ADHD at its best when you work in a music store. It's a good time. So my name's Jack. This is Island Music Company, and we are here live at 5 on Facebook and YouTube. Coming soon to Instagram. And if you head on over to TikTok and start following us there and keeping an eye on some of the videos we got going there, once we hit 1,000 followers, we can start going live over there as well. But you need 1,000 followers. So if you know 999 people, just go follow us all on TikTok, and then we'll get there. Actually, we have some. I don't know how many, but we're there. I'll pull up my phone. I'll check during this. Let's get into some cool stuff. We got two guitars we're going to go over today, both from Eastman. Eastman you might be more familiar with for like mandolins, violins, violas, cellos, but they have a phenomenal guitar line, and we're pretty big fans of them here at Island Music. We've got one that we consider to be like the hidden gem of the acoustic room, and it's phenomenal. We all love it. A handful of us on staff here have all purchased one of these guitars at some point in time or another. And I think that speaks volumes to how well this guitar is built, and it is a good testimony to the quality of craftsmanship that comes out of this. Because very rarely does something come into the shop and we all think, "Oh, I've got to have this." So let's dive into it all. Actually, Nick Cusick, that used to work here, he just walked in, and he owns one of these guitars. He's a living legend of Island Music, and he owns one of these Eastman guitars. So. Yeah, so like I said, they're cool, and I can't think of any piece of gear that's come into the shop where multiple employees have purchased this guitar. So we'll jump into it. Nick is home from California for the holidays. He's out there doing his music thing, so if you are with him on social media and all that, you're aware of that, but give him a look, follow him. He's doing some pretty cool stuff out there. So this is, like I said, from Eastman. This is the PCH GACE. It's a lot of letters, and I always screwed up. I'm looking at Jake. Sorry. But it's, like I said, these are phenomenal guitars. They look like another guitar here in the shop. They feel like another guitar here in the shop. They come with gig bags that look like the gig bags from another guitar company here in the shop. But they are their own thing. They have a great sound to them, phenomenal tone. They feel great. We can't get enough of these. And the best part about this guitar, at this guitar with a solid spruce top, a Sapele body, electronics were designed by Fishman, but looking at the preamp that's currently in there, I'm willing to bet that is probably more modeled after an LR bag system now. This guitar looks, plays, feels just like a guitar from another company that runs closer to $1,000. You can get these all day for $399. They have this nice burst type finish to it, and there's a natural finish. Aside from this grand auditorium shape, they make an OM shape, they make a dreadnought shape, and I think they make a triple O shape. So if you're interested in anything from Eastman in this price range, you can't go wrong. We've got at least one in most of these models in this price range here in stock, so please be sure to come in and check them out because we would happily talk to you all day about them. And while we're on Eastman, we're going to jump over to this other model here. This one is the AC822 CCFF. The AC stands for acoustic. It's CEFF because cutaway, electronic. Also very similar to another guitar company that we carry here at Island Music. But what's cool about this is it's an acoustic 822 CE. The FF stands for fan frets. This has immediately become a very popular item here at the shop because it's not often you see an acoustic with fan frets, but also this thing is gorgeous. And it's not super heavy. It has an extra sound hole here on the top bout for you, the upper bout. Even the tuners, it's kind of hard to pinpoint something this fine to detail because of the way we're set up, but the tuners are leveled at the same increments that the frets are to kind of help offset that tension and create, well, the stability in the tuning. Has a LR bag system in it. And when you take a close look at this LR bag system, this is why I say I'm pretty sure that has a system modeled after the LR bags in it. This comes with a hard shell case. It is a solid rosewood body with a solid spruce top. Looks like it's got, use my lighting here. Looks like it's got some nice figured maple for the binding. That is an ebony fretboard. This thing's amazing. And I know it, like, my camera's behind the guitar, but there's a little sound hole in the top upper bout, so maybe that might do something for it. So yeah, this is Jake's losing it over there. This is the Eastman AC822CE fan fret. You're all good. Do what you got to do. No, you're all good. So yeah, phenomenal guitar from Eastman. Oh, it's got wood tuning buttons. That's cool. Comes with a hard shell case. Actually, the case is really cool. I'm going to grab that. It's not often I've liked to pull the case from everything, but also, let me check time. How are we doing? Oh, we got plenty of time. I always feel like I'm going like way overboard. So this is the case that comes with it. It's got like the nice antique bronze or like the antique brass. Jake pointed out to me that I was off screen. It's got the nice antique brass looking hinges and locks. Nice texture to it, good handle. The inside's really good as well. So, bang for the buck. Comes with a phenomenal case. We also might be noticing, hey, there's this giant wreath behind me. Well, it's because today is what? The 21st. We are 4 days away from Christmas. That's intimidating because I still have like 8 people to shop for. I'll just shop for 2 people every day between now and Christmas, and I should get there. So, Christmas means you get things, you give people things. That's not exactly what it means, but it's part of it. And we're pretty busy this time of year because of that. We have all kinds of stuff. Drum kits, guitars, keyboards, PA systems, effect pedals. All of these things are being purchased for each other for Christmas. You know, some people like to buy themselves presents, and so we do things with that, you know, help everyone out there as well. But as we get closer, you know, to that time crunch of Christmas is right here, sometimes you might need help finding the perfect little ideas or the gifts that someone might be looking for. So I'm going to throw a few things at you right now and see if they land and how well they might work. So we're going to start here with from D'Addario. This is the Nita Strauss Hurricane kit. It is a on-the-go guitar tech kit. It comes with fingerboard conditioner, string cutter and winder, fret polishing system, a flashlight, because sometimes you're working at night in these gigs, they get dark, you got to find what you're looking at. The Accelerate string cleaner and lubricant, a multi-tool, a headstock tuner, a string height gauge, a microfiber polishing cloth, and I don't know exactly what this means, but a 9-volt Tor grade battery. I don't know what makes it Tor grade.
Last longer?
Maybe. I don't know. It probably just says D'Addario on it, but it's cool. It comes in this nice red travel pouch, which is cool because the red's going to help stand out when you're at a venue or anything like that, because it's less likely to be hidden somewhere in like a dark corner or something like that. So then we're in that same realm of guitar accessories and setting up. The Taylor Beacon tuners are out. These are really cool. I have one myself. It is a tuner, a metronome, a flashlight, a timer, and a countdown. So maybe you're setting up, getting ready to play at your show, but you're like me and you start things a few seconds late, like Live at 5, and you can put this on your headstock and it's going to have a countdown on it so you can know, like, oh, I got to start in 10 seconds. I got to be ready to go. I'm plugged in, tuned up, ready to go. The tuning has 5 different modes: chromatic, guitar, bass, violin, ukulele. The flashlight is real handy. I've actually used it a couple times purely just as a flashlight. Like I wasn't even trying to tune a guitar, I just used it as a flashlight. The timer is cool, so maybe you're at home practicing, you want to figure out how long some of your songs are. Just click the timer on the headstock and get rolling. But yeah, and it's USB rechargeable, so no more fussing around trying to find those 2032 batteries. People call them watch batteries, but they're not watch batteries. They're like the size of a watch. They're called 2032s. They're a little bit bigger, but more and more we're starting to see headstock chargers or headstock tuners that are chargeable. You don't need those little batteries anymore. This was the Taylor Beacon, brand new from Taylor. We got him here at Island Music. Also, a big fan and friend of ours, we have FU Tone Parts. We're really good friends with Adam Reaver from FU Tone, and we like to talk about his items and help you get in the know so you can really get your guitars fully upgraded and put out there to the best of their ability. What Adam recommends, and we 100% agree and recommend it as well, if you're going to soup up a guitar, preferably something with the Floyd Rose is the way to go, but even if you just have a floating trem, these are phenomenal upgrades and things to do. If you at least get the brass block, the claw and screws for the tremolo system in the back, and then add a set of the heavy-duty springs, you're going to notice a huge difference in the tone, the sustainability, and the volume of your guitar. It's going to be night and day. So, highly recommend grabbing these. If you want to hear some guitars that have these on them, we have some of the FU Tone, FU Pro guitars in stock. All you got to do is come on in, pull it off the wall, plug it in, check it out. They also make brass and titanium saddle pins that you can put in your acoustic, and they do wonders for acoustic guitars. Personally, I like what happens with the brass pins over the titanium. They're both phenomenal, but the brass pins are really cool. It's a whole new level of volume and projection that comes from your guitar. So if you have something, maybe you have a full solid body mahogany acoustic and you really want to get some more life out of it, put some FU Tone brass bridge pins in there and it'll clear everything right up. It's a phenomenal upgrade. We're also going to look here. We've had these for a couple years now and they're still a crowd pleaser, fan favorite. So I want to talk about the Black Star Fly. You can either use the batteries in the back, or it takes a power adapter also made by Blackstar. It's got delay, overdrive, you can set gain and volume, MP3 in, headphone out. They make a Bluetooth version, but it doesn't have the Maryland flag cover. And if you're wondering how long these batteries last, I'm probably going to jinx it right now. But these are the batteries that came with it. And we've been using this as a demo model for like 3 years. And we've never had to change these batteries. Now, granted, we're not using it for an hour at a time, but you think small intervals over the course of 3 years, something might, no, it's still kicking. So, there you go. Black Star 3, the Maryland flag version. Here we are. I haven't forgot about you drummers. I know we talk a lot about guitar stuff and different things like that, but today we're going to bring up something small for the drummers. D'Addario has these EQ pods. They come in this nice aluminum travel tin, so when you're done using them, you can store them safely, so that way they're not getting covered in, drumstick shavings, temperature changes, whether you're playing indoors or outdoor gigs. Some of y'all like to sweat, and maybe get sweat over your drums. Some of you have guitar players or singers in your band that like to hand you drinks over your drum kit, and sometimes maybe things spill. Well, you can put them in this case to protect them when you're done using them. I believe it comes with, it comes with 7 of them. Very cool. I might grab a set of these myself and try them out and see how they work. I've got a couple shows left in the year, so we'll see how it goes. We also have these really cool things from Cympad. I am a huge fan of Cympad. All my cymbal stands have them, so I thought I would share the little knowledge I have on the Cympad cymbal washer pads. What these use, they use cellular foam. So rather than like the material that's normally on like the felts for these are using something very similar to like memory foam is probably the best way to explain it. What's really cool with these is, this is how I explain it to everybody. A felt on a cymbal stand doesn't really move. It's not a movable material. It's going to stay put. So when your cymbal's moving on top of all that, your cymbals are really just kind of moving around the edges of your felt, maybe brushing it into the edges ever so slightly. Sim pads move with the cymbal, so they're not dampening your tone, they're not deadening your sustain. These are going to give your cymbals more sustain, better volume, a clarity in pitch and tone. They're phenomenal, because when you start throwing these on your cymbal stands, you're no longer met with a cymbal that is meeting resistance from felt. You're meeting a cymbal that is moving with the sim pad. So if you are thinking about maybe changing your cymbals, try some sim pads first. I know it sounds crazy for a sales guy to say, oh, instead of spending $200, spend $20. But you might find that this might be the change of exactly what you're looking for. I put them on all my cymbals except my ride, just because out of personal preference, I didn't think my ride needed to be more of a ride. It was pretty good as is. So sim pads, they're pretty cool. We have them in starter packs, so you can do everything from the hi-hats to your crashes to your ride, or we have what's called the optimizer pack, and that allows you to just kind of change them out for specific cymbal stands around your kit. And as always, we have cajones. We have a massive amount of drumsticks and drum heads. We've got snare wires. We have cymbals and cymbal stands and snares and new drum kits. So percussionists, we haven't forgot about you. There's plenty here. Maybe we'll do a percussion episode coming up soon, and we'll highlight some of the cool things we have laying around. Moving on. In the year 2023, coming up on 2024, podcasting and streaming is not going away. Whether it is you are in a work meeting, whether you are on Twitch, whether you play D&D and you're just trying to play with some friends who aren't exactly around you. Huh? Or we're doing this, as Jake says. Yes, this is also great. We do this as well. Podcasting and streaming is not going anywhere. I think it's just going to become more of a vital role to our lives and our society as time goes on. So why not prepare? There was a huge boom in all this kind of product when people had to work from home and they were doing Zoom and conference calls and all these other types of things out there. There's like 300 ways to stream nowadays. But just because there's so many options for streaming doesn't mean you have to run all over the world to find the right equipment for it. We've got you covered here. Everything from USB microphones to headphones to interfaces to maybe you want to do something a little bit different, and we've got the high-powered microphones. We have the larger preamps. We have all those kind of things. But this is the real simple, basic way to get started here. This is the streaming podcasting pack from Audio-Technica. It comes with an AT2035, which is kind of like a nice intermediate recording condenser microphone. The shock mount, the AT20 headphones, and it comes with the really cool, the boom stand, and with the integrated XLR cable, so you don't have to buy an extra cable or anything. These start at $199, and it's a great way to just kind of get into the whole streaming podcasting world. So if you're looking to do that, maybe you're getting a PS5 for Christmas and you want a way to start streaming what you're doing on Twitch or anything like that, this is the way to go. And if this doesn't suit your needs, talk to us, because we have plenty of other things we can get into. I think the last thing I have up here to go over comes from our friends over at Music Nomad. This is the premium string changing kit. We have all kinds of stuff from Music Nomad. We have nut files, truss rod wrenches, fret cleaning gear. There's all kinds of stuff over there from them, and it's phenomenal work from everything. But this comes with Tune It, so it's lubricant that you can put into anything that touches a string. So I think Paul Reed Smith himself said, if something touches the strings in your guitar, consider it God. Something along those lines. And it's not wrong. Like, that's where your biggest hindrance in tone and quality of sound comes from, is your strings. So if you've got dead strings or you've got something rattling or buzzing on your strings, change it, fix it. That's what this kit is for. So there's the Tune It string changing stuff there. The Cradle Cube, so if you need to set your neck support. The Octopus is one of the coolest things out there. This is an 8-in-1 tech tool to a point where even the grip and the handle on the end has different nut driver slots on there. So if you need to tighten something up on your guitar or just around the house even. I used it to fix my end table the other day. It's got the string changer with the winding piece on there. And I believe, yeah, so it's got the dual bearing design. Phenomenal. and it comes with a little string cutter. So the premium string changing kit from Music Nomad, we've got a couple of these in stock. We also sell all these things individually. We even have tech mats. So I think we got Martin, Ernie Ball, and Music Nomad. We have mats from each company that lay down so you can put your guitar on the counter and kind of clean it up and straighten it up without messing your guitar up at all. So that's all for the accessories. Think of these as cool little last minute gifts, stocking stuffers, however you might want to do that. We also do gift cards, so if you can't think of what someone might need, we have gift cards. I also want to mention real quick before we wrap up and cycle back to the guitars, we will we will not be open on Christmas Eve. We are closed Christmas Eve. Dang. Well, it's also a Sunday, and we're never open on Sundays. So, no, I was going to say once upon a time, but that was like 7 years ago. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know where my brain goes. So, back on track. We're closed this Sunday, Christmas Eve, which means this Saturday, December 23rd, the eve of Christmas Eve, we're open normal hours. We will be here from 10 to 6. That means get your stuff. Because if you're going to try to call us at 7 o'clock on the 23rd or 10 a.m. on the 24th, we will not be here. And I would hate for someone to miss out on getting a Christmas present from us because we just weren't aware of the hours. So I've been posting it on our social medias. Elizabeth has been sending out emails from the front desk. And so please just be aware, spread the word, tell everyone you know that we will not be open on Christmas Eve. And we're definitely not open on Christmas Day. I feel like that shouldn't have to be said, but you never know. I think Denny's is open if you want to go to Denny's on Christmas, but we will not be. Get yourself a grand slam. So, yes. So close Christmas Eve. Close Christmas Day. Open December 26th. Yeah? See? It's cool, right? Jake's like, yeah, whatever. Let's wrap this up. So, again, we close at 6 o'clock on December 23rd. Close Christmas Eve. Close Christmas Day. And we will be open December 26th for you to spend all your gift cards, to trade in the gear that maybe you don't want anymore, to put it up towards and build on the gear that you received for Christmas. Or maybe you got the wrong thing. Maybe someone bought you a 3/4 case for your 12-string guitar. We can fix that. So come on in and see us on December 26th. I mean, now through the 23rd as well, but also when we open again on December 26th, so we can get everything you're looking for to complement your Christmas. So let's go back over these guitars, and then we're going to peace out and get rolling with everything else that we normally do around here when we finish this live stream. So this was the AC822 CEFF. I remembered it all. Look at that. So the AC822 CE, cutaway, electronics, fan frets, phenomenal guitar. Comes with that killer hard case. So yeah, from Eastman, the AC822 CEFF. Oh, and that's not just any old spruce top, by the way. That is a European spruce top, all right? That's high class. That's what that is. It's pinkies out, as Jake says. So over here we have the PCH-GACE from Eastman. This is a solid spruce top with a Sapele body. And like I said, this guitar looks, plays, feels like a guitar from another company, but it is not. It is an Eastman at a fraction of the price of guitars from other companies. So come on in and check these out. We have a handful of them in different shapes and sizes, all in this similar price range of $399.99. Here at Island Music, this is an Island Music favorite, a staple, you might say. Can't beat it. So, again, my name is Jack. This is Live at 5 at Island Music Company. We're here every Thursday at 5 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube. This was our collection of things to look at for Christmas. I'll maybe post a little picture of it and we'll put it up on social media afterwards. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. And just remember, we will not be open Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So I hope to see y'all before we close for the holidays. And we wish you all a Merry Christmas, and thank you for the year that we've had so far with all of you. We'll see you next week at 5 o'clock.